How's it guys, this is Dayvy FPL and welcome back to another Fantasy Premier League video here on my channel. This video is going to be the Gameweek 28 review along with the Gameweek 29 preview. First things first, I just want to say this is going to be a little bit of a Gameweek 28 review. Unfortunately, I'm having to record this video on Wednesday night, so the Wednesday night fixtures haven't taken place yet. So obviously take these decisions a little bit cautiously as there might be injuries tonight, there might be some shock results, so just got to take that on the chin, and I will update you with my thoughts over on Twitter, and then over on the YouTube community page. I always post my team before the deadline, and I'll also be doing that over on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. And then secondly, I just want to say thank you for all the support on the last video. It got a crazy amount of likes, and we managed to get that subscriber percentage up to a nice 40%, which kind of relates to the overall ownership of Andy Robertson, and I enjoy him a lot as a player and as a FPL asset, so can't be mad with that ownership. So yeah, just take this overall rank and don't really look at it. I will update what rank I place in the title like I usually do, or I will do it over on Twitter as a review of the game week, or I will put in the comments or something. But I will update you on where I finish overall in the rank. So let's get straight into this Game Week 28 review a little bit. First things first, I just want to say that I'm going to be talking about the players that have played. Obviously, I can't really comment on the players that haven't, but I'm also going to be talking a little bit about the decisions I made and the reasons I made them. A little bit of information and insight that hopefully can improve your decision making in FPL, and overall, hopefully it makes you a better FPL player. So first things first, I just want to say that I did not expect David Button to start. I simply put him there as a placeholder in case maybe he magically did, if Matt Ryan got injured or something like that. I just preferred his fixture a little bit over Fabianski, as he obviously has City away, which isn't the best, but Brighton ended up conceding anyway, so I don't know if Button would have got many points even if he did play, and I'm quite happy to have Fabianski off the bench. Hopefully he can get some save points tonight, and hey, maybe even a clean sheet, but I doubt it. So then let's talk about Doherty. As you know, he conceded very late on. Actually ended up giving the free kick that I think Huddersfield scored off. He also got a yellow card for that offence, so ended up with a measly 1 point. Overall, the Wolves-Huddersfield fixture was probably my upset of the night. I think for a lot of people it was. I was kind of expecting Wolves to go and hammer Huddersfield. I was even considering captaining Jimenez, so don't really know what happened with Wolves. They seem to struggle against the lesser teams and do well against the better teams, but it's quite annoying for FPL as we kind of look at the better fixtures. Then we have Digne with 5 points and Richarlison with 3. I just want to talk about the Everton fixture, clear it up a little bit. In my team selection, I stated that I was going to wait for possibly some early starting 11 news to clarify if I was going to play Digne or Richarlison. So no, I do not have early news like some people were asking. That was simply just maybe the Everton Twitter account publishing the page of announcing the lineup a few minutes earlier or something like that, or maybe there was news from a newspaper source coming out that Richarlison was to be benched or something like that. So news didn't come out before the deadline, so I ended up just sticking with Digne and Richarlison. I was happy with Digne's clean sheet, did pick up the yellow card, but was quite disappointed with Richarlison. He got subbed off on the 60th minute, so definitely looks a sell, but I'll talk about that in my Game Week 29 preview. Then we have the strike force of the twos, Jimenez and Rondon. Quite disappointed with Rondon as I brought him in for Rashford, who seems to be injured. Who knows, he could actually start tonight, so we'll wait and see. I opted to go for Rondon over Barnes. They were my two options as I kind of just preferred Rondon's fixtures, and for me, the Game Week 33 lineup wasn't that much of a problem. It was swaying some people to Barnes because Rondon might blank in Game Week 33, but I'll have enough transfers between then to maybe transfer him out if I do need to get a full 11 out. Then Jimenez with the 2 points. Obviously, I've already spoken about how he was a little bit disappointing. I was even considering captaining him, as I said, but can't really do much about that. They have a very nice fixture next game week, so hopefully they can bounce back. Then I also want to talk about Yedlin. As you know, I brought in Yedlin last game week for a hit, and he ended up getting benched, which was a quite a weird one. I did some research on it, and a lot of the Newcastle fans even were quite surprised by his benching. They said he'd been one of the better players, or even one of their best players in the past few game weeks. So a little bit of a surprise. It's a little bit worrying for me, as I did bring him in as almost an essential for the blank game weeks, as Newcastle did have that game week in game week 31. So I thought he was an assured starter. So hopefully he does regain his place and carry on with his good form. Obviously, congratulations to those of you who brought in Shah. Lovely goal last night, and he ended up with a whopping double-digit haul. So congratulations if you brought him in. Quite happy. I almost had Yedlin, as I think I'd be kicking myself as I would have ended up benching him, and can't have those bench points on your starting 11 team. So would have been quite upset about that. So that's going to basically wrap it up for the Game Week 28 review. Obviously hoping my big hitters come in huge for me today, and hopefully keep me at this green arrow that I've received, but I'm just holding the faith for that one. Now let's go into the Game Week 29 preview. Now obviously, as I said, we can't take these decisions too seriously as the game week hasn't ended yet, but I'm kind of considering a couple transfer moves that I will discuss with you. Basically what I'm considering is taking out Wan-Bissaka for David Luiz. So if we go over here to the transfer screen, I can show you that move. I'm basically doing this as Chelsea have a game in both blanks, and their fixtures coming up do look quite nice. Obviously they're going to be playing Spurs tonight, but after that they have Fulham, Wolves, Everton, Cardiff and West Ham, which looks like great fixtures. The nice thing that I'm considering doing is wildcarding in 34, so I can take my Chelsea assets out before this Liverpool game in preparation for the bench boost in 35. So he looks almost like a no-brainer move. I think he's going to get a lot more points than Wan-Bissaka, as Wan-Bissaka still looks like he's a little bit injured, but he might play today, who knows, as I said. The other option that I was considering is taking Richarlison out, but if I was to take Richarlison out, I would pretty much look at bringing in Fraser, as Bournemouth's fixtures do turn. However, they just have a bad game week in 29. Obviously they could do well against Man City, but I'm not betting for it. So as you can see, after Man City they have a lovely green sea here. So I'm kind of holding off on the Richarlison transfer. I don't think it's worth taking a hit, as my game week lineup should be good. But then after the game week 29 matches occur, I probably will be bringing in Fraser for Richarlison, as Bournemouth do have those lovely fixtures in the blanks. So that's kind of been my move that will probably occur, is the whole David Luiz one. That would see me benching Yedlin, as Yedlin has a fixture against Arnie. So I'm not really banking on the clean sheet there. I'm hoping that Arnautovic can get a couple goals. Obviously I do have Rondon as well in that fixture, but so hoping for a little bit of a goal fest. But we'll see how it occurs. As I said, I probably will be making that transfer. It's looking quite definite, and when I say definite, I mean I'm making this video on Wednesday, and it's just 2 days before the deadline on Saturday. I do believe the deadline is on Saturday. Yes, it is. And we have this crazy fixture of the North London Derby as the first one, so that's going to be quite interesting. But as I said, that's pretty much looking the transfer that I'm going to be making. I have planned out each transfer as they go, so that will see me hopefully field 11 players for the blank game week 31, but we'll take a look at that closer to the time. I also want to suggest that you definitely look at that blank game week 31. Obviously, if you're going to be free hitting, then you don't have to worry about it, but definitely look at the game week 31 or the game week 33 fixtures, depending where you're going to use your chips. So this is pretty much going to be my lineup. Again, I probably will be playing David Button just as a little bit of a hope move. I think that Huddersfield's a better fixture than Newcastle, so obviously don't expect David Button to play, but Fabianski will probably come on for him. Newcastle at home's not a terrible fixture, but obviously I said Rondon, I hope he gets some results. Now I just want to talk about the captaincy options a little bit for this game week. Everton away is not the best fixture for my Liverpool assets, so I can't see myself captaining one of them unless something miraculous happens tonight and Salah gets 17 million goals and then everyone's captaining him. So I will probably look at one of Southampton at home for Pogba or Bournemouth away for Sterling. I'm a little bit swayed off Jimenez right now because of that blank against Huddersfield, but obviously he does have a great fixture against Cardiff at home, so do expect him to get some points there, but do not advise captaining him after what happened this game week. Currently I have the captaincy on Sterling, but Pogba is projected to score the most this game week, so could switch to him. I'm just a little bit concerned about that PSG fixture coming on the horizon of game week 29. It's happening on the Wednesday, I do believe, so could see maybe Pogba's minutes getting limited. It is a home fixture, so they should do well there, and Southampton are a little bit leaky at the back. So Pogba's definitely a good option. I just think that Sterling is the better one. Something that would make Sterling captaincy a little bit easier is maybe tonight if his minutes get limited a little bit. Obviously hoping that he starts and plays, but maybe if he gets taken off at 60 minutes, that'll make him a little bit of a more assured starter in that Bournemouth fixture, so that we'll see the captaincy shift to him. But otherwise, that's pretty much going to be my team. It looks quite solid overall. Hopefully it's going to be a good game week and we can see another green arrow. So to wrap it up, as I said, don't take this overall rank and this green arrow as a defined number or a defined green arrow, as anything could happen tonight. I still have quite a few players playing, but yeah. Also use this video as a for the comment section. Ask me any questions you have about the potential chip strategies for your team or transfers you want to make, or just general help with your FPL career. Please subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. Maybe we can get that subscriber percentage up to a Mo Salah ownership, as I said in the last video. So I'm holding thumbs. Also follow me on Twitter for future updates, especially this game week, as I will be discussing my thoughts on there. But otherwise I'm going to be signing off. Hope you enjoyed the video, and this has been Dayvy FPL, and I'm out. Cheers, bye.